Alright YouTube, so this is a common problem that you have with these 24 valve pickups, the Dodge 98.5 to 2002 ISB powered machines, particularly with the automatic transmissions. The problem is that you'll often find is that you get a lock-unlock condition generated through a voltage being induced into the ground wire. A lot of times people will have you clean your battery terminals. As you can see, mine look like shit, and that's because I have a manual in this truck now and I don't worry about it. And that can help. The other thing to do is to reroute your ground wire. Now, if you look over here, you see that dude that my headlamp's shining on? That's your ground wire, right? That goes up to your negative side on your battery terminals. And as you see, it comes, I've got mine, I always wrap mine up and around the turbo dealio, and then it comes underneath here and goes into the wiring harness over here to the other side. Now if you look on the back of the alternator, right there, you have the positive side for the alternator. At least I believe it's the positive side. And actually I know it's the positive side. And your ground wire right there. So what you need to do is you undo this guy here and you undo this guy here, and actually really just this one, to loosen this guy up. You fold it up and then you trace your wiring loom back about right here is where I did mine. I kind of wrapped her up. Well, this is on my old truck, I didn't do it on this truck. But you wrap it up and over and you run it along the top of your radiator like that and around. So you're going to go to here. It has enough room to stretch without having to mess with anything. You just kind of tuck it up and out of the way. But really what you're trying to do is get it out of the way of the alternator. Now, why is that? Well, when your alternator is operating, it is generating electrical current. There's a magnetic field around there, and there's all sorts of electrical noise that's generated in the process of your alternator working. Now, I'm not an electrical engineer. I don't know exactly how it works, but what I do know is that when you have something like a wire in a magnetic field, or a field that has changing, that's changing, you can induce a current, right, into whatever your conductive material is. So what happens then is that the PCM, which is your powertrain control module, your transmission controller, is reading the ground versus your voltage that's going to your TPS, and then also your torque converter. And if you get variations in that voltage that throw you out of the spectrum which it's used to, as I understand it, it'll cause a torque converter to unlock. And really what I think it is it messes with the signal that you're getting, and basically messes with how your TPS is talking to the PCM, and it shows like a low throttle setting, so it releases, or but basically you're getting noise, and it doesn't allow the PCM to keep the torque converter locked the way that you want it to. So that being said, a real quick and dirty fix for that I found, because I tried wrapping it in tinfoil, or tried wrapping, doing all sorts of shit, was rerouting that ground wire, and that seemed to do the trick. Yeah, so anyhow, that's a real damn dirty little explanation as far as I understand it, and yeah, there you go.